Happy Friday! Friday morning on GMFB. Welcome to New York City. Welcome to Fleet Week. Welcome to holiday weekend.
Yeah. Let's go.
Come on, every weekend. You're watching at home. You're not working on Monday. Let's go. Woo!
That meal, too. All right.
Some business to take care of with this one over here.
Let's get it popping. Yeah, that's what the eggs go to.
I blew it
They
up.
still blow it up?
Crack cancer.
That's that egg.
Crack cancer. I'm going to blow
Yeah, baby.
We're doing it.
We all took pitches at him.
Just threw the eggs at Peter. Fine. We need a dunk tank for
Friday
steaks.
before a holiday weekend, you can do whatever you want to me, Kyle.
Save it.
Whoa. Just start pelting
Time
them
out.
with the crew.
Over here right now. Wait, HR. Let's get the show started.
It's time for the lead block.
Lead block.
And let's start it off right here in the Big Apple, where the Jets wrapped up their first week of OTAs on Thursday. Head coach Adam Gase did his best to wrap up the rumors surrounding himself and Le'Veon Bell and some potential drama that might be there. And to break it all down for us, here's our very own Kim Jones.
Good morning, Kay. As you and the guys know, there's this notion that Jets coach Adam Gase didn't want to sign Le'Veon Bell in free agency, or at least didn't want to sign him for 4 years, $52.5 million, $27 million of which is guaranteed. Whatever the case might be, Adam Gase stood at the podium behind me on Thursday and addressed the Bell signing.
We signed him. I'm excited we have him. I've been in constant communication with him. Discussions happen. And to me, it's when you're going through free agency, you're trying to put together, and we sign a lot of guys, you're trying to put together a big puzzle. And you're trying to figure out money, fit, locker room, all those things. There's just a lot of things that go into all that stuff. And discussions are had, and whether or not we disagreed on anything, if it was financially, that's a completely different story than the person or the player. And that's where a lot of this gets misconstrued. Like, Le'Veon Bell is a great player. He's a good person. He's been in constant contact with me.
You know, going back to my conversations with Adam Gase in March, he was so excited about bringing Bell aboard, about how much he could help this offense, particularly second-year quarterback Sam Darnold. I don't think at that level anything has changed since then. And by the way, Gase has said he does expect Bell to be here at the Jets facility for mandatory minicamp next month.
Starts early in June. Thank you so much, Kim Jones. Here's Le'Veon's tweet that apparently Gase gets the download on before he even posts it. He says, "Yep, let's get it, coach." Responding, of course, to Adam Gase being happy, calling him a great player, person, and talking about their communication and interactions with him. What do we think about Gase at the podium saying he's been in constant contact with Mr. Lev?
I love it. He's very matter of fact. He's always transparent. And the simple fact that we're looking at Le'Veon Bell as this big, high-paid superstar, and there's a lot of people that look at him as a diva, but he's saying we're good. We're on the same page. I've been talking to him. Constant communication is key. I will tell you right now, there's head coaches that don't have communication with players that they see every day. And that right there is a problem. So the simple fact that he's saying, we text, we talk, I see his Instagram posts, I see his workouts before you do, we're good. That right there, if I'm a Jets fan, gives me peace and comfort.
There's a bigger thing at play here because there's a skepticism now with everything that Gase says. Because he says, you know, me and McCagnon were great, and then 3 days later, McCagnon's fired. He says, oh, I had no problem with him getting paid that, and then you have to think with a side eye, well, what's going to happen? When's the other shoe going to drop? So I think there's a skepticism with every word out of Gase's mouth when it comes to things now because of the McCagnon firing. But I would say that he was in favor of signing Le'Veon Bell. I don't know the financial, decisions and whether or not he thought. But I could tell you that there weren't many suitors in that race. Everyone was like, the Ravens. The Ravens were not in on Le'Veon Bell. Like, that wasn't. So did the Jets overpay for Le'Veon Bell? Maybe. And does Adam Gase think that? He's saying no, but who knows what was going on back in March.
Kyle, when he said the words, I was skeptical because I don't think he is transparent. I think that he's got a credibility issue with his media, at least right now. But then when Lev tweeted that, then I felt better about it.
I did too.
Yeah, it was
because
I needed that.
Le'Veon's clearly in a great place, as he should be. New lease on life, new money and everything. These two are going to be great. I really mean it. Maybe there was some nonsense that happened. Maybe he didn't like the contract. When it comes time and it's 1st and 10 from the 25, Le'Veon's incredible. Gase is incredible. You know, there was so much talk about Kingsbury and Kyler, how they're meant to be together, match made in heaven. You know how good these two are going to be? Like, Adam Gase, for all the personality and how dry he can be, he's really smart offensively. He does crazy good things and formations and plays. Le'Veon's the ultimate weapon. Like, this whole May conversation about who was fired when,
it's for the birds come September. I think they are on the same page, and I think on September, a lot of touches, a lot of plays. I love it.
I don't think there should be questions about Le'Veon Bell going into the season. I still see that a little bit. I feel like even our fans voting for the best running back neglected to sort of remember his greatness. He is so focused on 2019. You guys joke about us gawking over his Instagram stories. He kind of posted something on Twitter, which I'm sure you saw, of his day. This is his entire day, guys. He posts on IG like 20 stories a day. This is just a montage of the greatest hits. He is down there wherever he is, I think Florida, getting it in every day, and he looks in tip-top shape already. Tell me what you're seeing, Kyle.
It's scary. What have we said for a year now? As long as Le'Veon's in shape, it's a problem for the defenses. We were worried about what I call the Swedish fish factor.
Yeah.
He's going to get soft. He's going to play video games. It's easy to do. He looks incredible. And, Kay, you brought it up. All four of us are guilty of forgetting how good Le'Veon Bell is.
Yeah.
I mean, he felt like he was the best player in the NFL at any position for a year or two there. And now if he's in shape, look out. I'm telling you, he's going to tear it up. I really believe in him.
He looks fantastic. I mean, I take a peek at his traps and his chest and the way they explode off the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of guys that will post videos, workout videos, and they're just like Instagram models. They just do it for the gram.
Okay.
They're not really working out. They're just trying to capture the right angle so it looks good for the masses. But Le'Veon Bell, if you pay attention to his workout, he's very meticulous. I'm talking about crossing every T and dotting every I. The warm-up is about an hour. And then he gets to his workout, and then he has a warm down. So if you don't think that workout is harder than what voluntary workouts are, you're tripping. Le'Veon Bell is in great shape. I can't wait to see him.
I'm not on Instagram I'm not on Instagram. When he does this, who's filming him?
His trainer, I don't know.
He has a guy.
There's like fans lined up watching. Like, it's pretty amazing.
He has a guy.
Wait, are you suggesting a theory? What's going on here?
What are you saying?
It just seems very orchestrated. I don't know. I'd rather him
No,
be,
it is
well,
orchestrated.
I'd rather him be at practice. I don't know.
Do you think he was doing this 6 months ago, or now he's like...
I don't know. It's very odd.
He looks great. I think he's
What do you
focused
do?
and ready to
You
go.
bring the waist in and you bring the hips out. It's like and then people see bad things in the background that are effective. Those are the tricks of the trade, right?
That's what
What are
Peter's
you guys
saying.
talking about? Face tuning his.
No, I think this is authentic, but there are tricks of the trade that I've heard about on the gram. It's his video, though, Peter. He's pushing the
There's
sled.
no conspiracy theory. I just, go to practice.
We'll see what the relationship between Gase and Lev is like. Gase and McCagnon. Let's dig into that.
All right.
Because Mr. Adam had to stand at the podium and field questions about McCagnon and himself. And Gase stood firm with the previous answers about his firing.
I think it's just our process. We go through it. When we go through the interviews, and then Christopher's got to make the decision on who he likes and who he wants and what their vision is, and kind of really that's what we have to go through. We have to go through this process to figure out what he's looking for, what he wants, how he feels when he meets somebody and interviews them. Yeah, that would be false. That's just not true. Christopher made a decision. I don't know. I don't really hang out with yes men, so if it's somebody that I already know, then it's probably somebody that's not going to be a yes man.
Why not? What do you mean? Why would that?
Because I don't associate myself with people like that.
Kyle, I'm no body language expert.
Yeah.
But he seems pretty tired of fielding questions about him and his former GM there. Short-lived relationship between the two. Why is he so mad? Frustrated?
See, I don't think he is. I just think that's Adam Gase. Like, I think if he comes out and they go 10-0, it's going to be the same press conference. Like, the whole Bruce Banner thing is like, I'm always angry. Like, that's how he runs. He actually has this where he describes McCagnon. He literally says the cliche about it wasn't personal, it's business. Like, that's like a Liam Neeson piece of dialogue. I just think that's him. Like, I know I'm sure he's tired of this and he wants to get to football. He's never going to be the guy who comes out with the Cheshire Cat smile or do Rex Ryan press conferences. Yeah. And I actually think that's going to fit him well in New York if he wins. But that's Gase. That's Thursday.
You know where he learned from? He learned from Nick Saban, Mike Martz, Mike Nolan.
Talk about it.
They're not warm and fuzzy coaches. And this is not new. Like, let's go back to last year after Tannehill didn't play and Osweiler's, and let's see the press conference with the Miami Dolphins media last year.
I don't know. I think there's some kind of like HIPAA law or something like that. They can't talk about. I don't know. I don't sit there and ask him all these questions, and I just know the guy couldn't go today. All right, go ask him. I'm tired of answering this question about this guy. I got it, but you know what? I'm over it. Me and him, we know that he's not right now. Okay? The details of it, we'll keep that to us. You guys don't need to know that.
This is who he is.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of here for it. Like, Todd Bowles was a great guy. I don't think we ever went to Todd Bowles' sound. I mean, for us in the media, this is gold.
Yeah.
The knock on Gase is that maybe he's a great coordinator, has a great offensive mind. Is he suited to be a head coach? I mean, the coordinators don't have to stand up there and
There's
talk
a
like
chance that the New York fans like this. Like, there was a bit of when he said at the end yesterday, and his quote was, "I think our fans only care whether we win or lose," and walked off the podium.
And that's it.
A lot of fans were like, "Now wait a second.
Okay, now we got something.
Now we got
There's
something."
something-
Like, I don't think that rubs people wrong.
There's something very New York, very, very New Jersey about the way he approaches it. And you mentioned Bruce Banner. I feel like I've seen him run hot. I've seen him be very jovial with the media. But I think he's kind of fused himself like Bruce Banner in the last Avengers.
Yeah.
Like he's in between. He's not angry, but he's not sitting here being light with you. So I love this. If I'm a player, I'd rather have that coach than the one that's trying to be too buddy-buddy and impress all of the wrong people, the ones with the microphones, or the coach that's always angry and you're like, golly, what is he mad at now? I feel like he's in a perfect sweet spot, and that's the way he should be.
I love it. We'll hear from Sam Darnold as well. He was at OTAs. He spoke about Le'Veon Bell, about his new coach, and all of that. So we'll bring you all of that right here on GMFB on a Friday.
All right.
You know me, Superman, but who has the best nickname in the NFL? Is it this guy?
Is he Sizzle or Superman?
I'd say
Little
Sizzle.
Smokey's pretty good.
Sizzle's a good
Little Smokey's pretty good up there in Chicago.
What about
and
Weddle?
Drew Brees opened up about last season. What's the difference with the Saints this season?
Drew Brees have a nickname?
I don't think he does.